Greetings, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. This is Michael Wright, one of the co-creators of Legends Games. Today, I'm going to introduce you to one of our very first additions to Legends Games. The game's called Friday Night Legends. It's a high school football board game. As a coach, you'll be able to pit high school football teams against each other. So the teams are going to be represented by sheets of paper on 80-pound glossy cardstock. Very, very good stuff. It's easy to see on the sheet. Looks nice. The sheet will have the year of the team, the record, their offensive points per game, defensive points per game, a strength of schedule that we've come up with to show the how big the school is and how well they the teams that they faced, and coaching points. It's also going to be a short write-up about the team on the offensive side of it. So each sheet will have an offensive side that is green and blue. There's also going to be a defensive side that's pink and blue. So each of the team sheets are going to consist of plays representing how the team did statistically during the season. For example, if a team ran the ball 80% of the time, then the sheet's going to show that 80% of their plays are going to be running plays. So the game itself will come with 10 teams in the box. These teams, 10 teams are from all over the United States, Florida to California, and from different times. So 1936 is the earliest we have in the box, all the way to 2017. And now we have teams already, created all the way up to 2020. We just didn't include any of those in the starter box. The 10 teams are 1983 Dangerfield, Texas, 1985 East St. Louis, Illinois, 1985 Houston Yates, Texas, 1989 Odessa, Permian, Texas, 2010 St. Thomas Aquinas, Florida, 2012 John Curtis Christian, Louisiana, 2016 Bishop Gorman, Nevada, 2017 Mater Dei, California, 1983 Berwick, Pennsylvania, and finally 1936 Massillon, Ohio. So great set of teams there. These starter teams are going to give you some great contests to start playing right out of the box and have some outstanding games. These teams are all, several of them are national champions. Like John Curtis Christian out of Louisiana, like a 25-time state champion. Of course, Odessa Permian from Friday Night Lights fame. So great teams right out of the box. So we do provide you with several ways of getting more teams, adding to your library. One way is buying it from the library teams. Right now we have 946 teams. That's right, 946 of them that are already created or in the process of being created. These teams consist of almost all 50 states, range from 1912 to 2020. Texas leads the way as far as total teams. There's 241 different Texas teams. There's 83 California teams, 63 Florida teams, so on and so on. So as you can see, you got quite the choice there of finding out which teams you want to add to your library to go against those 10 that came in the box. Another way is having teams created. Now this is the cool stuff, man. Some coaches have us create, some of the best of all time. They go down and they find a list. Oh, what about this team? What about this team? Other coaches want their high school team that they played on created. The co-creator, Chris Daly, along with myself, we played on the same high school team together, and we created our team and then played it against some of the others. Now, we weren't that good, but it was still fun, man. There was just lots of cool stuff you could do with it. So the possibilities are endless. The last way is join our Team of the Month club. Each month, you receive a team sheet It's a great way to add to your library, and the sheets are usually about half price of what they normally are. And you can put in things, request things like I just want California teams, or I want small schools, etc. So that's a cool way to also add to your library. So when people come up and ask, so what makes Friday Night Legends better than any other football board game? First, it's high school football. The only one of its kind. So that's awesome in itself. Sometimes, when we're playing the game, you can almost hear the band playing as the game's going on. So this is really great stuff. Second, it's statistically accurate. At the top of each team sheet on the offensive side, there's a section that reads runs and passes. And I mentioned this a little bit earlier. Beside each of these is a number. The numbers, they're going to add up to 24. So let's show you like 2019 Aledo, Texas. The example shows 15 runs, passes of 9. When you look at the game, you're going to have 6 offensive plays. 3 runs, 3 passes. 6 defensive plays. 3 against the run, 3 against the pass. Each offense and defense has a total of 72 plays that can be used in the game. Now, if you go over to 72 plays, then the playbook's wide open then. You can do whatever you want to then. So, let's say this team has 15 runs, like Aledo here. So they have 15 each of the 3 running plays, giving them 45 total running plays for the game. With their 9 passes, they have 9 each of the 3 passing plays, giving them 27 passes for the game. 45 running plus 27 pass gives you 72 total plays. And that's where your coaching comes into play. If you open up this game and you play it like Madden and you throw 27 consecutive times, well, that's all you have. Now all you got is 45 running plays left for the game. So you got to coach smart. You always got to keep some of them plays in your back pocket. When you never know when you're going to need them. So another question comes up: can it be played solo? And this is where Chris and I both learned something that is sometimes not about us. It's all about the customer. When we're creating this game, we thought it was going to be a 2-person game, maybe a 4 if you wanted to split it up between offense and defensive duties. What we quickly found out that was most of the coaches wanted a game that they could play solo. So when testing, we did a lot of the testing solo, but we were just making decisions on both sides of the ball. So in reality, we were testing solo a majority of the time. And right now, several years in, I'd say 80-90% of all of our games are solo. So finally, it's like, how long does this game take to play? So experienced solo players can play an entire game if they're not keeping stats in under an hour. Some of them even a little bit fast, 45 minutes or so. When you play against another coach, it kind of depends on how much trash talking and how much second guessing your play calls, go on. So I've played games that last well over 2 hours, mainly because of the intensity of the game and how much thinking the coach was doing, and just, you're trying to make the right call, and what's that, if you're on offense and it's, 3rd and 1, you got to get that first down. Do you run it knowing that the other coach is probably going to do a run defense, or do you try to trick him and pass it? It's lots of things like that going on, so it could, get you thinking. Overall, we just have a blast with this game. If you have questions, please post them here. Go to our Facebook page, post them there. We'll answer them. We're out there all the time talking to all of our other coaches and seeing what's going on. So we have a ton of fun with this. And thank you for listening and watching. Be sure and press the like and subscribe. We have a lot planned in the future. I know Chris and I, we want to do some maybe features on teams, legendary teams, go over their histories and such. And then maybe go over some of our other games we're working on and do some live gaming. So also go to our webpage for more information. That's all I got for now. look forward to seeing you on the field. Y'all stay safe.